Hello everyone and welcome to a quick guide for the Ara-Kara City of Echoes dungeon in Season 3. Do subscribe to the channel for more game guides and the latest gaming content. I'll quickly show you the route I took for this guide. As the dungeon begins, pre-deciding with your pug on whether you want to do the first bowl to the mini-boss or stop at the bridge helps in them being prepared for the poison bowls and not dying. Before the first boss, the most important thing you need to take care of and heal through are the poison debuffs the players get. The spells on the higher stacks are very helpful for the healer. As you cross the bridge and get to the first mini-boss, make sure there are interrupts on the attendant to pull it into the boss. Resonance Barrage is a priority interrupt since it does AoE damage. Avoid the frontal from the web spray of the mini-boss. Horrifying Shrill of the mini-boss needs to be interrupted to avoid fear. Proceeding to the next bowl, I gather everything in front of the second mini-boss, and as I mentioned earlier, the primary thing to be careful of are the poison stacks and resonance barrage from the attendant. The primary ability of the second mini-boss is Call of the Brood, which does AoE damage and calls adds. The third mini-boss does a Poison Cloud AoE on the ground that needs to be avoided. As a tank, try to position the boss close to the eggs which hatch during the boss's shrill so that DPS don't waste time moving back and forth between the boss. Pop a defensive for Voracious Bite. Alerting Shrill is AoE damage and needs to be healed through. DPS switch to adds at this point. Slows and stuns can help with the adds staying together to cleave. Once adds are down, be ready to stack or at least be close to try and move as a group for onslaught. This would help contain the web area. AoE damage needs to be healed through and tank repositions near the new eggs. After the first boss, whenever you pull the hulking Blood Guard, always prioritize it in DPS. It reduces the damage other mobs take. Only switch for interrupting Revolting Volley. Healers need to heal through Locust Swarm from the Blood Guard. Void Frontal from Impale, and tanks can use minor defensive for Extraction Strike, although it doesn't hurt a lot. In the next few packs, the Sentry always takes priority on DPS even over the Blood Guard. CC it if the cast is about to complete. All the packs till you get to the boss have the same mobs as I explained earlier. Prioritize Sentry, then Blood Guard, and interrupt Revolting Volley. On the second boss, healer needs to heal through any player that gets Infestation. The debuff drops a Whirling Cyclone when it expires, which moves around the arena. Watch out for the Impale Frontal from the boss. The boss will cast Burrow Charge on random range player or healer. They need to distance themselves and then use a speed boost to get out of the charge of the boss. In this case, the mage failed to blink away. It is also followed up with an impaled directed at the same player, so be ready to move out. Add spawn during the fight, which will root players if not interrupted. When the boss casts Eye of the Storm, get in the circle in front of him. As a tank, always try and be at the right corner so that the group has ample space to move when he casts Impale at you. After boss 2, interrupt Venom Volley on priority from the Overseers. Avoid the AoE from Erupting Webs. The Tainted Blood stacks from the drone start hurting and slow you down on higher stacks. A movement buff like Freedom or Dispel from the healer can help on higher stacks. The winged carriers, when aggroed, jump on range, so staying relatively close prevents damage. On the final boss, avoid the AoE from Erupting Webs. Keep hitting Bloodworkers when you can so that enough pools exist for players during Cosmic Singularity. 3 people getting the poison debuff need to be healed through. Poison can be dispelled, but be careful of not lining yourself with anyone else. During Cosmic Singularity, every player needs to go and stand in a pool so that they are not pulled in by the boss. Movement buffs like deaths, advance, or blinking or leaping away at the last second works. As soon as the cast is over, you can interrupt or use any CC for removing the Grasping Blood. And that's it. Please subscribe to the channel for more game guides and the latest gaming content. Thanks for watching.